Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mr. Hicks podcast. We are here getting it in once again, time and time again. I am here again with young Mr. Hicks, Marcus Hicks, Mr. Marcus, and we're here getting it in for you, talking about college football lines, and so we can make this money this weekend. So, first of all, I just wanted to point out for those of you who are playing fantasy football, and especially those of you who are killing the game right now and leading your family. Fantasy, they're really killing your fantasy league. Just clap for yourself. Yeah. Clap for yourself for you know what, because what's going on right now is the bye weeks are coming in. So now teams are going buys. Injuries are starting to pile up. You know, some of your players haven't done what they were supposed to do. Yeah. Waiver wire time. You know, I got to pick this dude up, drop this all down. This dude is trash. What's going on with this? And to still be just stomping with the big dog, just really bringing it in. Yeah. And I'm like, I want to take bow to my own personal awesomeness.
Yeah. And I gotta say, it feels good to be on top.
It really.
We can't start off the show.
No. That's not. You know what? I'm not even calling that a pause because it does feel good to be on top. That's just facts. That's all that is. So for me personally, I gotta give up to like Josh Allen is just a monster. He has been absolutely giving me so much just pride, and it's just making up for the fact that Jonathan Taylor has given me absolutely nothing. Yeah. And so one time he gave me less than nothing. And I remember the time when I told you he gave me 5 points, and in the fourth quarter he fumbled and got hurt. So he went down, give me from 5 points to 3 points,
and then missed the next week.
Missed the next week. Yeah. So it was like, so he gave me less than nothing, and then like for somebody who led fantasy in like all scoring last year, so you have the first pick in the draft, pick Jonathan Taylor, and then have him just. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't think I can do it this year. I'm like, well, you will wait till I got you on my team to do that. Thank you so much. But I want to say, like, well, man, Amon-Ra St. Brown, a lot of guys in my team, in my league are like, yo, how did you know about Amon-Ra St. Brown? Been following that dude since he was in high school. And when he killed it at USC, and even under a bad coach, a bad quarterback situation. But I always say like this, like for parents, when you decide to name your kid something, just think about the pressure that name is going to put you on. Because the boy's name is Amon-Ra St. Brown, which means that he is sun god St. Brown. Like, if you're going to do that, your child is going to have to be nice. And you don't want to have a homeless guy named Jesus Muhammad. People just wondering why he's not doing the that thing. So how is your fantasy team going this year?
I'm tied for first in my league right now. You know, Kyler Murray's playing all right. You know, Austin Eckler, Nick Chubb are amazing. Drafted Stephon Diggs, he's been amazing. And DeAndre Hopkins is coming back, so my team is looking amazing.
And getting better.
Yeah. So,
So let's hit these lines. So what we got?
All right, so we're starting off Ohio State versus Iowa. This is really in here because Ohio State is favored by 30. That's right, you heard it, 30 points.
And that is a conference game, by the way. It's not like, you're playing the Little Sisters of the Poor. It's not like Ohio State's playing
a youth football team.
Yeah, which is kind of what it sounds like.
There's probably high school teams out there that could play better offense right now than Iowa. It's atrocious.
Yeah, I would put Don Bosco up against Iowa right now, and I think Don Bosco will put up at least 2 touchdowns. Yeah. No doubt about it. The crazy thing is, so it could get worse. Jackson Smith and Jigba might come back for this game. So it's like, so your whooping might just get extra special, extra crispy with a side of salt, with the hot sauce, with that sauce on the side of it. You might get that. Yeah, you might get the dab on it. Yeah. So, let's see. So, the Buckeyes will score 900 points in this game. Yeah. So if you have not taken the over, I don't care what it is. I don't care like what it. Well, the thing is like over under is the combination of Ohio State and Iowa's points. Yeah. So whatever it is you think Ohio State is going to score. Is the over-under, because I really think this could be a shutout. Yeah.
Don't go out there expecting for Iowa to have a surprise performance and put up 4 touchdowns and beat Ohio State. That's not happening at all.
Yeah, so to give you an idea, it's like, just name me some teams that you think might have a worse defense than Iowa. just like throw some teams out there, like some teams just they're bad.
I was gonna name some bad football teams. Right?
Okay.
Temple. Not going so high for Temple.
No, Temple's defense is better than Iowa.
UConn
defense is better than Iowa's.
Oh. Can't think of any like really bad ones.
Go ahead.
Oh.
It's that bad.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
Think of anything like in Idaho, San Diego State, freaking with anybody, SMU.
Yeah.
I mean, like if UConn defense is better, I'm just going to go ahead and say the embarrassment. Iowa's defense is below UMass, like right below UMass. They are 131st in total defense, averaging 4.09 yards a play. That wouldn't be a good rushing total.
No.
And that's a total yards per play. So they're not going to score any points against Ohio State. No. Like they barely scored any points against South Dakota State.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen here? It's going to be it's going to be horrible. And here the worst thing about it is they are number 6 in the country in total defense. Yeah. That is like, really, dude? Like just like your boy goes like we held Ohio State to the 3 and out. Like, man, we gave you good field position, 3 and out. Mm-hmm. Man, stay out there, man. Can't you just realize I picked up 1 cup of Gatorade.
Yeah. It's going to need some Gatorade, that punter. He is going to be putting in work. Okay. It's going to be like, imagine like LeBron hooping up against some dude from the YMCA. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be close. And, so now
that dude is going to have 17 punts tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're moving on to the next game, Syracuse versus Clemson. I found this interesting because Clemson is favored by 14 points. Syracuse, red hot, coming off, they're obviously undefeated, and...
Shout out to South Jersey, by the way, because you got Elijah Clark from, I want to say he went to, what was
Camden.
Woodrow Wilson.
No,
he was Camden.
Yeah.
And Deuce also.
Deuce Chestnut, who was from Camden also. And Deuce is out there truly killing it. He's the number 1 corner out there at Syracuse. He was, great as a freshman, still great now.
Yeah, freshman all ACC last year. Really killed it. Mm-hmm. So we are still trying to find some defining reason as to why Clemson is rated as highly as they are. And
DJ's not really that guy. They barely skated by Florida State last week. Florida State is a middle-of-the-road football team, and they barely skated by them. They're supposed to be a top 5 team, and I really don't know who told anybody or who told the ranking system, that Clemson was a top 5 team. Did they watch the games?
I don't think they do.
They're just like...
I don't think they do. I think they just go, Clemson's been good. We just put Clemson up here. And then they're like, hey, they're not that good this year, right? What? Aren't you watching the games? Sure, I'm watching the game.
Yeah. We'll just keep moving them up.
Keep them. I mean, they're gonna, win the garbage conference. They're gonna win the conference.
Yeah,
they're gonna win the conference. So
the thing is, I pray for them when they do win that conference because if they end up making it into that Final Four,
they're going to get clapped.
Ooh,
it is bad. So we're looking at so I think Clemson is at ESPN. I want to say it was like 13.5 or 14 points. So. The defense, the thing that everybody talked about Clemson is the defense, and Miles, was it Miles, the defensive lineman, and then you got Brian Brzee. You got 2 legit first-round draft picks on that defensive line, and even for all of that, they're 60th. Ugh. I'm sorry, they're 31st in total defense, and they are 60th in total offense. While, by the way, Syracuse is 8th. In total defense in the country. Yeah. So, again, that backfield, that defensive backfield. Shout out to South Jersey. So yeah, we are looking for reasons, and if I had to guess, I would say
I got Syracuse in an upset. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, I don't think Clemson's going to cover. Even if Clemson does win this game, there's no way I'm giving them 14 points.
I got Syracuse to win this football game. All right.
I would bet you, but I don't feel that good about it. I really don't.
UCLA versus Oregon. Oregon coming in favored by 7. The offense has been really good. They're coming in. They've looked really good up against everybody not named Georgia. You know,
True.
their offense has put up at least 40 in every game except for against Georgia. They are 9th in the country in total offense.
That is wild, because if you look at it, like, you got Bo Nix, the transfer from Auburn, is doing what he does, which is kind of go up and down and do terrible against, SEC teams, but
Real football teams,
right?
But
he's in the Pac-12 now, so he's not playing a whole lot of SEC teams, so he's doing fine.
Yeah.
And then also you got Dorian Thompson-Robinson over at UCLA, finally picking up that really complex and confusing offense of Chip Kelly. And Chip Kelly, I think in year 7, people don't think that he's been there that long, but remember, he's there from the same year. He got hired the same time Ed Orgeron did at LSU.
Yeah.
So
and then he won a championship, got fired, and
on all that time, Chip Kelly has been there.
process.
That goes to show you that UCLA does not give a good goddamn about football. That a dude got hired at the same time, won a national championship, and got fired.
In the span,
and he's still there.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you, like, they're not really into this football thing. I mean, I will say this though: whatever it is you're betting, if you're looking for a bet on this game, take the over, because if you got one team that is, I believe, let's see, is what is it? Oregon is very high, 9th in total offense.
And UCLA is 12th.
It's 12th.
And the defenses aren't particularly crazy. So I mean, if you're looking for a solid bet, over in points,
like real deal. So I think about it, so you got Oregon is averaging 42 points. They're averaging 42 points, and that includes a 3-point game versus Georgia. Yeah. How many points are they scoring in the rest of the games when you average in 3 points and you're still averaging 42 points a game?
Yeah,
that's wild. And then also, and UCLA is averaging 41.
Yeah,
the defenses aren't that great, and like the over under is what, like 70?
71.
The over-under 71. Yo, get that bread.
It's going to be a shootout.
Get this paper. All right. So what else we got?
Last but not least, we got Texas versus Oklahoma State. Texas is favored by 6. Oklahoma State's offenses look really good this season. Texas is coming off a loss to Iowa State.
They pulled it out. Remember, they pulled it out last. It was like the last play of the game.
Yeah, but it felt like they were going to lose.
It really did. And I was really hoping for it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. We were just like, please.
For Texas to come off a big win.
We would have done a whole show just on just trying to just to piss on Texas to put them out. Just like they were so on fire.
Yeah.
But it's like, we're so pissed. It'd have been like the most Texas thing ever.
Yeah.
It would have been lose to Texas Tech, beat your rival Oklahoma by 50, lose to Iowa State. That would have been just absolute, like a perfect 3 weeks.
And it would have been a
Texas
great
football.
show, because hating on Texas is part of what gets me up in the morning. So Oklahoma State's run defense is bad, and obviously Bijan is that guy. If you're gonna bet on that, bet the over on Bijan rushing yards. I guarantee you, he's gonna go over.
If there's a bet out there for him over for rushing yards. He's averaging I want to say like 111 rushing yards a game, and they're giving up a total of 136 rushing yards
to casuals.
He can do that by himself.
Guys, they're giving up those type of rushing yards to guys that aren't even close to as talented as Bijan Robinson. Also, Oklahoma State's their pass defense isn't particularly great either.
That's the one I would actually look at, is like, if you can make a bet on Quinn Ewers or any like Xavier Worthy going over 100 yards, Quinn Ewers throwing 2 or 3 touchdown passes, that's the bet right there. Because they're giving up an average of 301 passing yards a game. That's every average.
And Oklahoma State, they're a fast-paced offense. They're going to put up numbers and not play defense. So it's going to turn into a shootout. So if you want to bet on that, I definitely bet over.
Gotcha. So I want to end on a quick NBA note. I would say, like, I am a Michael Jordan guy. I am a Gen X, and I grew up in that 80s. Rough basketball, playing defense, punching dudes in the face, we're coming down the lane. So I'm a Jordan, Kobe guy. That's who I always am. And LeBron is making it really hard for me to stick to my guns on this. He is at 106 years old, he's putting up like 35 points in his first couple of games, and he's like, I think he went for like 37 and 12 or something like that in his first game this season.
He's putting Russell Westbrook on his back, always damaged. That atrocious backcourt that they got. Their point guards are trash.
Woo!
Their centers really aren't that good, and he's putting them all on their back.
Oh yeah. So what the Lakers are doing right now is a travesty in basketball. They're three guards. They're starting guards, and the first guy off the bench last night were 1 for 25.
Wow.
And Russ was not one of them, by the way. Russ went like 0 for 11.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say, like, this is truly, truly atrocious. But for the Lakers to do anything, LeBron James has to put an entire team on his broad 106-year-old shoulders. Yeah. Because your boy Anthony Davis actually managed to get hurt. What did we just call him?
Always damaged.
Always damaged. That's what AD should actually stand for.
Yeah.
Always damaged.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a freak accident. He came down hard on the floor. And,
is it a freak accident if you're always doing it? It's kind of hard to call it a freak accident when it happens like every 37 days. Yeah. It is a scheduled accident.
It's been a while since AD got hurt. Are you sure?
I wouldn't call it a freak accident. I would call it a frequent accident. Like something that happens literally on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And
he actually rolled his ankle getting Starbucks this morning. So,
Oh, that was fun. All right, so great show. Take it easy.